Welcome to the Conflict Zone, a channel dedicated to informing about major conflict points around the world.
In this video, we'll explore why South Korea is deeply concerned about North Korea sending soldiers to support Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to stay updated with all our latest news.
To grasp the significance of this military alliance, it's essential to look back at the historical ties between North Korea and Russia. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union was North Korea's primary ally and provided economic and military assistance. The collapse of the Soviet Union weakened these ties, but in recent years, particularly following Russia's increasing isolation due to international sanctions, there has been a revival in relations between Moscow and Pyongyang. In 2024, this relationship became even stronger when Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin signed a military cooperation pact. This agreement included provisions for mutual defense in the event of attacks and the exchange of military technologies, which already caused concern about its potential impact on North Korea's nuclear weapons program. However, recent developments have taken this cooperation to a more dangerous level. Reports indicate that Pyongyang has deployed 1,500 special operations troops to Russia to aid in the war against Ukraine, with an additional 10,000 soldiers expected to follow in the coming weeks. For Russia, facing a drawn-out and draining conflict, support from allies is crucial. But what does this mean for the international community, and particularly for South Korea? South Korea was quick to issue a strong condemnation of North Korea's troop deployment. The South Korean government summoned the Russian ambassador, demanding the immediate withdrawal of North Korean soldiers, calling the move a serious threat to both South Korean security and global stability. In response, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol announced that his government would not remain passive in light of this military partnership, describing it as reckless. He reaffirmed a previous commitment to send weapons and ammunition to Ukraine, a response to North Korean troops siding with Putin in the war. The presence of North Korean forces alongside Russian troops raises concerns that it could lead to the transfer of advanced military technologies, such as intercontinental ballistic missiles or possibly even nuclear technology. This would significantly shift the balance of power in Asia, a matter of great concern for both NATO and the United States. While there has yet to be official confirmation of North Korean forces on the front lines in Ukraine, various videos have emerged showing North Korean troops in Russia being equipped and trained at Russian military bases. Despite being special operations units, many experts point out that North Korean forces lack recent experience in large-scale international conflicts. Their last significant involvement was in the Korean War, which ended with an armistice in 1953. This raises questions about the effectiveness of these troops in Russia's military operations in Ukraine. Nevertheless, their arrival is already seen as a symbolic win for Russia, which has faced significant losses and logistical issues throughout the conflict, now more than 2.5 years long. For North Korea, involvement in the Ukraine conflict provides an opportunity to access technologies that could bolster its military and nuclear programs, which is a major concern for South Korea and the international community. South Korea, already living under the persistent threat of North Korea's missile and nuclear programs, views the growing cooperation between Pyongyang and Moscow as a direct threat to its security. Kim Jong-un has recently severed diplomatic ties with Seoul and has stated that he is willing to use nuclear weapons preemptively. If Russia supplies North Korea with advanced technology as part of this military alliance, Kim's regime could accelerate its nuclear program, heightening the risk for South Korea. There are also broader fears that the North Korea-Russia collaboration could further destabilize East Asia. The long-standing alliance between South Korea and the United States could be tested if South Korea feels compelled to take stronger action, such as providing weapons to Ukraine, something it has avoided so far to prevent escalating the conflict. So, why is South Korea so determined to stop North Korean troops from fighting for Russia in Ukraine? The answer lies in the complex geopolitical implications. First, South Korea sees this as a direct escalation of the threat posed by North Korea. Any strengthening of Pyongyang's military or political position poses a serious security risk to Seoul. The North's alliance with Russia is not just symbolic, it could lead to tangible military advancements that bolster Kim Jong-un's regime. Second, Seoul fears that North Korea's support for Russia might result in an exchange of military favors, potentially including sensitive Russian technologies. This could fast-track North Korea's development of nuclear weapons and long-range missiles, which could target not only South Korea, but also U.S. military bases and allied territories in the region. Finally, allowing North Korean forces to gain experience in a modern conflict like Ukraine could make Pyongyang an even more unpredictable and dangerous actor on the global stage, posing risks far beyond the Korean peninsula. For South Korea, then, the deployment of North Korean troops to Russia is more than just a tactical move. It represents a strategic shift that could reshape the power dynamics in Asia and strengthen Kim Jong-un's regime. South Korea sees this as a direct threat to its security and to regional stability. As the war in Ukraine drags on, the deepening cooperation between Pyongyang and Moscow serves as a stark reminder that global alliances are constantly shifting, with consequences that extend well beyond the battlefield.
If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so and hit the notification bell to stay updated with the latest news. See you in the next video.